This is the one, Andy. This is it. This is why we wasn't just going around picking random venues. This is why we said get in the comment section.
This is what we wanted people to bring us to, isn't it? We would have never known. Wow.
It's not just this room. We're actually talking about rooms downstairs, pool tables, restaurants, bars.
We've come in. The
exhibition room.
Exhibition room, other boards, if you... Yeah. Oh, my, look at the work. How many boards in here?
The ambience of the place, Sam.
Oh,
the
you
ambience.
love it. You love it.
Paintings on the wall. It's got to be mentioned. These lanes.
How wide are they?
These have more consideration to them than what we'd get out there on these various tours when you're paying a lot of money to travel around Europe.
Without a doubt. You could have got 20 or 30 boards in here, Matt, and they've just gone, no, we're going to make loads of space for people.
We're going to do it proper.
Seating behind. I'll tell you what.
I'm going to do this differently.
OK.
Normally what happens is we start off, we talk about it, and we come up with a score. What I'm going to do, I'm going to tell you my score, and then I'm going to tell you why I've done it, and then you're going to try and counteract me.
And there's a reason why you've brought me here and not the board that we're going to do everything else on, I guess.
10 out of 10. The reason being, there are 12 boards up here. There's a streaming board at the top. There are boards downstairs. There's one in the bar. They're putting another 4 up as a separate practice room. So if all the match boards are up here and it gets a bit warm, they can cool it off by taking bodies out of here. This is a 10. I'll be surprised.
Oh, you finished? All right. Yeah, I give it a 10. Let's go.
You couldn't argue with that one.
Can't do it on that one.
Why?
Because you can't get to the floor. Then diagonally, I can't get to the floor, so no, absolutely not doing it on that. Again, I know we always do the board that we're going to talk about and everything else, and that's the one on stage. It's got a raised hockey. It would be... I don't want to have to mark that down simply because it's very, very difficult to measure. I think they're going to be spot on, just on everything I've seen. In a way, Harsh Andy wants it to be wrong, but let's see. Is that in the ball you pushing it in?
That's in the ball, yeah.
In which case, then, I'm sorry to tell you, it's a little bit low. Let's go diagonally for the length. Now, this one, these move, which is phenomenal, because then I can see the impression it's made here is the exact mark of the back. Oh, do you know what? It's a tiny bit short. I've got to go off what we do everywhere else. I can't go off the fact that I've fallen in love with the place. That's a 4. I always leave this to you.
Nothing wrong with it. It's been used a little bit, loads of really good trebles, plenty of turns available in there. I'd like to just consider the other 12. It's not going to fully influence my decision,
I agree.
But it should be influenced as part of it.
Yeah.
And all 12 of those are good standard,
yes, they are.
Good quality dartboards.
Yes, I agree.
So that means I can overlook the fact that it's maybe stayed on these sections a bit too long before it got turned.
Yeah.
That can be overlooked because the rest of them are to an equal standard.
Yeah.
Because of that, Andy, board condition, I'm going 8.
No. And I just knew it. And I do this every time. Straight out of the packet, it's 10. 3 darts have been used, it's a 9. It's been turned once, it's an 8. Been turned twice.
3 darts, it's a 9. Oh, you're a car salesman by any chance. As soon as you drive it off the court, you've lost 3 grand.
Look.
At the start of this, you said you're leaving it to me, so it's an 8. 8. It's raised hockey, it's fixed, you can give it a kick, it's not moving left or right, it's got width, which is good. I always talk about width on these because of the central position in regards to where the 20 is.
However...
There's always a however.
I love a raised hockey. I spotted one thing. The way it's been built at the front, now I've got big, fat trainers on here, but if you've got shoes on, your foot can go underneath it. Now, I've never seen that before.
That's because you haven't played on the World Championship stage.
It was going to be. I looked at it and it was a 10, and I've just spotted that, and that's made it a 9.
There's not much we can say about the light when we look around the board. It's a light ring.
Yeah.
There you go.
Works.
9 out of 10, 10 whatever. So I'm going to look further than that. I'm going to look in the room. Now, it is a little bit dark in here, but I actually quite like that. I quite like it being quite dark, more of a
Believe it, I'm going to be agreeing with you, Matt. I love the ambience in here.
Nice ambience in here. The ambience. Ambience. The ambience.
It's your word, but looking down there, I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Whichever board you choose, the board's well lit. And again, we consider the others now. All the boards are well lit.
No shadowing.
But the room light, they've just got it now. They've just got it perfect. I'm going to give you one thing, and you're going to kill me for it. Can we just step back a little bit here? I play with some players that like to be able to see their arm when they're throwing. There's no light here. No chance of seeing your arm. You can see the board, and it doesn't affect me, never has done. But I play with lots of players that want to be able to see the dart come back, and I'm sure some of you watching this are those players, and I have to knock it down for that. It just needs one light above here, and it's a 10, so it's a 9. With 40 points already in the first half, could this be the star of the show for Series 2? It's certainly looking like it so far. Only one iffy category, 5 categories to go. We absolutely love this place, but how did it do in part 2, second half? That doesn't look like a cheap set of darts to me.
That is a good set of darts. That is a tungsten dart for starters.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of brass recently when they're going out doing these. We've got
Moulded
the fixed moulded system, so they're not having to change the flights all the time.
Yeah.
Quite a hard wearing one. Little bit of wear on them, yes, but you're always going to get that, especially with the grip that they are using on these darts as well. It's going to just chip away at the flight a little bit.
They've just missed a massive score, because had there been 2 sets of these, we'd have been going, well, how do we mark them down? But we've got to mark what we've been given. We've got to do that.
7?
Yeah, see, I thought you were going to go higher than that, so you've kind of thrown me a bit there, man.
I was thinking 8, but then I thought there's only one set.
Yeah, and I feel like I have to be harsh, Andy, and go lower, but I don't want to. I think 7's good.
Yeah. I mean, there's lots of opportunities. So if we was playing a game, Andy, we could use this, and look, I've gone up, I've scored a ton. Bosh, nice and easy. I'm not getting anything around. You've gone up 26.
Yeah.
I've gone up again 140. You know, that's handy.
Yeah.
Lights board, it gives you all your previous scores. I can get 5 scores on there. So for you, it'll keep rolling through a few times.
We've seen a few of these. This is the premium edition, isn't it? This is the one that shows the scores that you've had. Yeah.
Averages, the lot.
Yes.
If that goes down for whatever reason, we've got a small chalkboard or a secondary option. Over here, there's actually a TV screen. Now, at the moment, it's set up for streaming. If you wanted to, you could quite easily hook up a tablet to that.
Couldn't they turn the camera onto the scoreboard and then people could... Or is there a better way of doing it than that? I'm just thinking, how would you put the scoreboard on that screen?
You want to put the camera on the scoreboard and show the scoreboard. Why don't you show the dartboard?
Yeah, well, I'm lost by the... I'm still looking for the whiteboard.
Is that the only reason you could possibly mark this place down?
No. The chalkboard. So, you know, I'm always looking for electronic whiteboard, chalkboard. The chalkboard, there's not enough room there for my scores, mate. Not a chance. I've run out of room. So now I've got to start rubbing it off and chalking again. The TV thing's amazing. I'm at 7, Matt.
7?
I'm at 7.
No.
There's no whiteboard.
That's not 7.
There's no
it's
whiteboard.
It's got a TV.
Yes.
Just because you don't know how to use it properly, because you want to point it at a chalkboard.
Where's the tablet going then? There's no tablet holder.
There's a table right there. You could put a laptop on it.
There's no tablet holder. The chalkboard's too small.
Need a tablet.
And there's no whiteboard. That's 3 things. 10 minus 3 equals 7.
No, that's 8. That's 8. At least 8.
Rock, paper, scissors.
This could be the longest segment ever.
1, 2, 3. An interesting one, this, because sometimes we go, it's high, it's low, it still feels good, and I love it.
I do. And the things I like about this, things like the backdrop, just that black,
they're being all black.
Colour, yeah. It blends in with the surround. Now, there is something, though. There is something. I don't like the positioning of the telly. Now, when I'm throwing, so I throw this down, and there's a very
positioning of the telly. What has that got to do with throw perception?
There's a very slight delay on the telly. So when I throw my dart, it's there. It's there. I can tell you when it's there, and I'm looking at the board.
I don't even notice it in the slightest.
I bet you do now.
No, I don't, because I have tunnel vision when I'm playing darts.
Go on, then you have a throw.
I will literally only see the dartboard. All I can see is the treble 20. I can't see anything else. I can't see the scoreboard. I know it's there. I know the TV's there, but I don't see it. But that's fine. It just means we're different when it comes to that.
More widescreen.
Yeah, you just got more widescreen, yeah.
I would rather that be positioned either angled or a little bit more to the back of the stage.
So the players
because that isn't
it.
there for me. That's there for people that are watching.
Yeah, okay.
Or that's there for everybody else.
Andy was giving it a 10. I love it. Matt, what's the score?
I'm going to mark it down to 9, but with good reason, unlike Andy, who's just harsh. I think here we can imagine this in many different settings. I mean, stage, matchday experience is going to be 10 out of 10.
Yes.
You're up on the stage, everyone's watching, all the focus is one way.
Yeah.
But as you come down the boards, there's also different opportunities. We've got seating here at the side as well.
Yeah, lots of seating.
Tables.
Look at the space.
That's
the
what I love.
space between the hockey and the seating. Nobody wandering back. No bar at this end. So if you're playing in this part of the room, you're just playing darts.
If you're playing on board 9,
Yeah.
the only reason you need to be there is because you're playing darts or you're watching the game.
And again, we think about practicing. So if you're on the stage, you can be practicing on any of these boards and they won't be able to hear you.
A border man.
Yeah.
I think matchday experience, Andy.
I just don't, how do you better it? Because I'm at 10, Matt, I really am.
I'll join you.
Wow. 10 it is, guys.
I'm at a darts venue. Ain't out sirloin steak, honey glazed out, pulled pork topped beef burger with crispy onions. It comes with chips and coleslaw, steak sandwich.
It's not just about food. I know you like your food, but here's the thing. So just scoot round the other side of the bar and get it for you, Matt. Pot noodle. I know you love a pot noodle. There you go, mate.
Food. You obviously like this part.
I do, and there's every beer under the sun. It's on 3 floors. There's multiple bars. I've got half a Madry here.
Toilets, pool tables, restaurant.
Yeah, full serving restaurant as well. All this stuff here is available just while you're playing darts. Yeah. I mean, imagine you could spend all day here.
The staff.
Yeah.
So welcoming.
Yeah.
Literally from the moment we got here, we've been looked after.
Yeah, we have.
They've treated us well.
Yeah, they have.
Offering us drinks, food, whatever we wanted while we've been here.
Yeah.
Couldn't be any more welcoming.
No.
And they want this to go even more. They've been talking to us today about they want someone to come in here and sort of head the darts department.
Yeah.
To put even more tournaments, and they just want to really provide.
So keen. And I think they said a couple of years even at it, but like every day, the guy we spoke to, every day they're thinking of what else can we do to improve.
Just because of everything considered and our experience, I'd have liked to give it 11.
No, 10 it is, a well-deserved 10, and other people, if they've been marked low on facilities, just have a look at what this place has got and copy it. But what a great place. I didn't expect this.
Oh, this is fantastic. And from the moment I went in there, I just knew I liked it. It was one of those love at first sight sort of things for me. And as we went through, it got marked down on a few things, but I tell you, if this doesn't win the series,
yes,
I don't know what's going to be better.
No, I don't. The sun's out. We're at the seaside. Should we take a seat and order another course?
Why not?
Come on, mate. I tell you what, I don't want to go. Look how beautiful this is. You can come and sit outside. We can have a dessert. With a massive 84 points, is it possible it could be beaten in this series? I doubt it. We absolutely love this place. Probably the biggest venue we're certainly ever going to go into. And just love the fact that these guys are looking every day to make it better and better and better. Good luck to you.